at the plate that no pitcher ever forgot. National League Rookie of the Year in 1958. He hit better than 300 10 times, hitting 25 or more home runs in 8 seasons. A unanimous 67 National League MVP selection, Orlando Cepeda. Guys always get a lot of help back here when they come out. The assistant sometimes is lacking, but the laughs aren't. He was a 10-time All-Star, 5-time 20-game winner, 305 victories, and a 95 World Series MVP and ring, and a pair of Cy Young Awards. From the class of 14, Tommy Glavine. This Hall of Fame pitcher saved at least 20 games in 9 consecutive seasons. He set the National League mark, 45 saves in 1984. He was a presence on the mound to be contended with, and he totaled 300 of those saves in his career. From the class of 2006, Bruce Sutter. Sweet swinging. 2,711 hits, a .290 career average, 426 home runs, and a 6-time All-Star. He was the National League Rookie of the Year in '61 with, of course, the Chicago Cubs. From the class of '87, the sweet swinging Billy Williams. Woo! He was the first player to string together 7 straight seasons with at least 20 home runs, 100 RBIs, 100 walks, and a .300 batting average. Just consider that, 7 consecutive times. Back-to-back American League Most Valuable Player, 93 and 94. From the class of 2014, Frank Thomas. Helping to define the role for all time of what shortstop should look like, this agile fielding, spray hitting, speedy, base running shortstop collected 9 Gold Gloves. He teamed up one of the great double play combinations of all time with Chicago and the White Sox with Nellie Fox. Please welcome Louis Aparicio. A career that had 303 career wins, over 4,800 strikeouts, and 100 complete games. 5 Cy Young Awards, a no-hitter in the American League, a perfect game in the National League, a World Series championship in 2001. Randy Johnson. His 2,226 games behind the plate set a record. 24 seasons that he worked that job, 11-time All-Star, 376 career home runs, and that memorable one that he waved fair at Fenway in Game 6 of the '75 World Series. From the class of 2000, Carlton Pudge Fisk. He was an 8-time National League home run champion, the league MVP twice, 1980 and '81. 10 Gold Gloves, led the Phillies to their first World Championship in 1980. For the class of '95, Mike Schmidt. A 5-tool player and one of only 2 to have more than 400 home runs and 300 stolen bases when he retired. Please welcome the '87 National League MVP, Andre the Hawk Dawson. He carved his place in baseball history by leading the Dodgers to 2 World Series championships and 7 division titles. Then went on to manage the U.S. Olympic team in 2000 and has become baseball's premier ambassador. Class of '97, Tommy Lasorda. A flamethrower, 310 career saves, 124 victories with the Yankees of the '78 World Series roster, named to 9 All-Star games, the class of 2008, Goose Gossage. The high kick and the strikeouts and the wins, part of Baltimore's 6 championship teams of the 60s, 70s, and 80s, 268 career victories, and an incredible 8-time 20-win seasons. ERA 2.86 when all was said and done. My broadcast partner from the Orioles, Jim Palmer. This man was a 12-time All-Star, 9 Silver Slugger awards, the first shortstop in history to record 30 home runs and 30 stolen bases in the same season. Speaking of 5-tool players, class of 2012, Barry Larkin. He became baseball's Iron Man on a magic day. 3,100 plus hits, 431 home runs, 19 straight All-Star appearances, and of course, 2,632 consecutive games. 2-time MVP, Cal Ripken Jr. He was named to 15 All-Star teams. He won 10 Gold Gloves, a member of the exclusive 3,000 hit club, who put gentlemen in front of his name when he played and forever after. Please welcome Mr. Tiger, Al Kaline. Another one of the multi-talented players whose physical presence rocked many pitchers who looked in and saw him standing at the plate. He never spent a day in the minors, 22 years in the majors, 465 home runs, 3,110 hits. Dave Winfield. This man recorded 287 wins, 60 career shutouts, a big league career that lasted for 22 seasons, known as the Dutch Master. A strikeout total of 3,701. Bert Blyleven. When you see the big windup on the video, you know who you're watching. The Dominican dandy. 6 20-win seasons, 9 All-Star selections, a member of the Hall of Fame class of 1983, Juan Marichal. He had a pregame routine that clearly paid off. 328 lifetime average, 7 consecutive 200-hit seasons, 5 American League batting championships, the class of 2005, Wade Boggs. Somebody has to put all these teams together and make it work. This man could do that. 27 years as a GM, 11 postseason berths, 20 winning seasons. Championship ball club he put together in Toronto, 92 and 93, brought a championship to the Phillies in 08. From the Hall of Fame 2011 class, Pat Gilling. Give you a 2-for-1 here. First, from the Yankees of the 50s and 60s, an astounding .690 winning percentage. Won the Cy Young 1961, 8-time All-Star, Hall of Fame class of 74. With him, 29 years as a manager, led teams to 2,326 wins, 5th most all-time. Yankee teams of the 90s won 4 titles. Today, Chief Baseball Operator for Major League Baseball. Please welcome the Chairman of the Board, Whitey Ford and Joe Torre. A 13-time Gold Glove winner, and a highlight reel forever. Set Major League shortstop records for assists, double plays, total chances. He finished his career with 2,400 hits plus and 500 plus stolen bases. Hall of Fame class of 2002, the Wizard, Ozzie Smith. This man made 10 consecutive All-Star Game appearances during a 16-year Major League career. One of the great arms of the game, a 9-time Gold Glove winner, 84 led the Chicago Cubs to the postseason while earning the MVP award. Class of 2005, Ryne Sandberg. He was the first to reach the 300 save mark. Won both the American League Most Valuable Player Award and Cy Young Awards in 1981. The handlebar mustache gives him away. The class of '92, Rollie Fingers. Helping to define what goes on behind the plate and how to get it done. 10 straight Gold Gloves as a catcher, a .389 lifetime home run number, 2 Most Valuable Player Awards from the class of '89, Johnny Bench. Next to him will be seated the man who defined how to play third base. A career record mark in putouts, assists, chances, double plays, and fielding percentage over 23 seasons still defines how you play the game at the hot corner. The World Series MVP from 1970, class of '83, Brooks Robinson. One of the game's truly pure hitters, had that magic wand and that familiar stroke that only he had. 300 or better in 15 consecutive seasons, a .328 career batting average, the 67 American League Rookie of the Year, 77 MVP, 18-time All-Star, Rod Carew. Now, those who will come to the stage waiting induction. A 12-time All-Star behind the plate. He hit 427 home runs, a record 396 as a catcher. The '93 National League Rookie of the Year. He was a 10-time Silver Slugger Award winner, 6 seasons with at least a .300 batting average and 30 home runs and 100 or more RBIs, the most of any backstop in the game's history. You will hear from him later, but welcome him now, Mike Piazza. The owner of 630 home runs, 10 Gold Gloves, a 5-tool player whose charismatic impact on the game goes on now. A 13-time All-Star, he was the unanimous 1997 American League Most Valuable Player. Ladies and gentlemen, Ken Griffey, Jr. You'll have plenty of time for more cheering. I also want to welcome to the stage 2 special individuals who will be part of this year's induction ceremony. First, the 10th commissioner in the history of Major League Baseball, a role he assumed some 2 years ago. Previously served the game as the Chief Operating Officer, and before that, he spent 15 years as Executive Vice President of Labor Relations. He's a native of nearby Rome, New York, coming to Cooperstown nearly all of his life. We are delighted he is back for this season. Please welcome the Commissioner, Rob Manfred. And certainly not finally, this lady has been involved with the Hall of Fame her entire life, taking on what the family started so many years ago. Over the last 15 seasons, becoming board chairman in 2000, her tremendous vision, leadership of this organization has seen the Hall of Fame flourish, reaching unmatched achievements. Part of that evidenced by this crowd that we have here today that is probably going to number somewhere near 50,000 for this induction ceremony. You'll be part of one of the largest crowds ever for an induction year. Please welcome the chairman of the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum, Jane Forbes Clark.